Game right here is indicative of the entire season for New England. Everything that they had issues with going through the regular season showed up here. They couldn't score consistently, and even at home, they only amassed 13 points against the Titans.
The offensive stuff, absolutely, because and the question all season was like, well, can the Patriots fix it? And the difference between, say, last year and this year was they still had humans last year to fix it. Well, they had people. They had Gronk or a dominant offensive line, and it caught up to them this year. I would say this, though. The surprising part of how this ended is their lack of execution in the situational football stuff, because that is something that you don't need the talent for, right? Like, at the end of the first half, the goal line stand by Tennessee, forcing the field goal attempt after New England had the ball on 1st and goal. Like, that is a massive sequence. The Julian Edelman drop in a 2-minute drill, massive drop where we never see. The Patriots got an interception in the 3rd quarter and didn't turn it into points. Again, the situational football, the lack of execution in the situational football is more startling or more surprising because that doesn't necessarily take a superb amount of talent, you know? So that is the more eye-opening thing to me. I didn't expect the Patriots offense to come out and score 35 points.
Right.
But for them to overbeat, like the fair catch at the end of the game by Edelman. Yeah. We never see those mistakes.
Not the Patriot way.
Absolutely. It's always the other team that does that stuff. That's the more, wow, it truly feels like it's over in New England.
All right, so let's go to the Tennessee side of things because they won. So let's give them credit. They're going forward. Granted, Derrick Henry got the ball 34 times, ran for 180 yards. Was that the key for this victory, or was it something else?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this was a game where, you know, this is a strength for Tennessee's offense, but when Ryan Tannehill had to throw the football, he stepped up. This is the massive 3rd down conversion. You see the clock, right? This is 4th quarter, 2:54, and it's 3rd and 8. If you're a betting person, you're saying, Ryan Tannehill, there's no way he's going to get this conversion up in Foxborough, right? I want everyone to put their eyes on Ferksker, the tight end right here. New England has struggled to cover tight ends. This is really good coaching. So what they do is they're going to motion him across the formation. Motioning him across the formation does a couple things. One, you see this defender follow him, right? He's following him now. Tannehill knows I got man-to-man coverage. The second thing is this. You cannot put hands on him. You cannot press him. Look, New England's going to walk up and press out here, and then J.C. Jackson is going to sit inside Corey Davis at about 4 yards. He's playing a catch technique. It's going to be 2-man. These safeties are going to go back and play zone, and everyone else is going to be locked up. But them motioning Ferksker over doesn't allow this defender to get hands on him and play press technique. This is really good motion scouting by this offense. The next thing, look at the angle Ferksker takes. He's attacking outside already, leaving this defender on the inside, knowing I don't need to go vertical into him. You don't want to go vertical into him and let him cover you. Continue to take that angle going outside and then run away from him. And Tannehill goes on time and delivers an absolute pearl on the sideline to Ferksker for that massive conversion. So the game plan absolutely was Derrick Henry, go get your 32 touchdowns. But when Tannehill needed to make a big-time throw, we have to credit some coaching on that motion to make sure the press never happened, and then he delivered a strike.
So he's only 8 of 15 in this game.
Right.
Okay. But I'll withhold that question because I think people need to hear not just from you or me.
That allowed you guys to be so down.
Couldn't make enough plays tonight. And, it's always disappointing to end like this. But it's the National Football League. Just keep playing. Just got to play a little bit better. We couldn't do it.
Raise your hand for questions. We'll pass the microphone to you.
What's your assessment of what your defense accomplished in the second half with allowing no points after halftime and in the 2019 season in general with their performance over the course of the year?
Well, for me, we gave up 14 points tonight, but in this game it was too much, and weren't able to get the ball back at the end. So there were a lot of good things, but just not quite good enough tonight, and that's what it was. I mean, I appreciate. Look, I have a ton of respect for this football team. These guys competed all year. Everybody, all 3 units. They played hard, and like I said, just came a little bit short tonight.
Tied to your right. Bill, there was a series of events midway through the fourth quarter when about 2 minutes came off the clock before the punt. What did you see there, and is that something that you'd like to see?
We talked about this before. It's the same thing we talked about before. There's no change.
You said before that that might be a loophole the NFL to close. Any further thoughts on that?
No.
Raise your hand if you have questions, guys. Rick O'Malley again, front row.
Bill, do you anticipate the Patriots will bring back Tom Brady for the 2020 season?
Right now, we just finished the game, so we're focused on this game. Okay. Yeah, really.
Bill, what was the message to the players after the game? I know it was a tough, long season. I know they're hurting right now, but what was your message to them?
Yeah. I keep that between me and the players, like I always do.
Raise your hand for questions, guys.
Bill, offensively, how would you sum up what went wrong for your group today?
Yeah, we just didn't make enough plays. We had some opportunities and just weren't able to score enough points. 13 wasn't enough.
Questions, anyone?
Bill, what did you guys change schematically in the second half to limit Tennessee's rushing game?
Yeah, I mean, the players did a good job. Players played well, played blocks well. We tackled a little better, and those players did a good job. It wasn't anything that dramatic.
Hi, Bill. I know this is a disappointing evening for you, but Pat's Nation, your fans, have stuck with you through thick and thin. Social media, they still love you. Do you have any message for the fans who are so supportive of you and the team?
Yeah, we appreciate our fans. I wouldn't say it's been all that thin around here personally. Maybe you feel differently, but I haven't heard too many fans say that. So, yeah, of course we appreciate our fans. We have a great relationship with them. They're here for us, and we always try to perform our best so they can be proud of the way we perform.
Bill, Derrick Henry, what were your thoughts on his performance and what made him a tough matchup for you guys tonight?
Yeah, he ran hard.
And how does he put stress on you guys in terms of, looked like you played a lot of base defense early. Is that sort of the push and pull of defending them if you devote more to the box with him?
No. I mean, they do a good job on the running game. They got a good offensive line. He's a good back. It's, you gotta defeat blocks and tackle them. I mean, that's what the game is against them.
Coach, did the Tennessee defense do anything surprising or anything that caught you off guard, or do you think it was just a lack of execution on offense that couldn't put up more points today?
Yeah, well, they made some key plays in critical situations. In the red area on third down. We're probably the difference in the game.
And just as a second different question, the final punt of the game, there was nobody back there to catch it, and obviously ended up running down to the 1 yard line with only 15 seconds left. What was the decision to leave that empty and not have someone possibly return it and try and get some big yardage?
Yeah, I don't think there would have been a lot of big yardage on that. They were punt from the 50-yard line. Okay.
All right, well, Bill Belichick has now lost his most recent game against each of his former assistants and players that are active head coaches, and that includes Mike Vrabel tonight. Of course, they lost to Brian Flores in Week 17, game that cost them the bye. Yep. And having a week off instead of having to play this Tennessee Titans team today in Foxborough on Wild Card.